This video will feature absolutely zero spoilers for Dandadan, because I really want you to watch it if you haven't. Dandadan is happy, it's sad, it's mad. What more could you ask for? It's hard to get a viewer to care about the characters you're showing them. I mean, case in point, do you care about me? To get someone to give even the tiniest shit about your character, they need to be sexy. I mean, have good character design. Be sexy in terms of personality. I mean, likable. Be sexy to my ears. Good voice acting is what that means. And most importantly, they need to be well written. No one gives a shit about one-dimensional exposition and cliche machines. Unless you're... No, I shan't hate. With all that said, it's amazing that Dandadan manages to knock all three of these things out of the fucking park and into space where the penis stealers live. Immediately in the first episode, I'm already in love with Ayase and Okarun. Ayase is quickly established as a confident, independent-minded, potentially overdramatic, oddly heroic girl that might be just a bit disconnected from reality. And Okarun is introduced as an opposite, not exactly a polar one, but an opposite nonetheless. He's timid, scared of confrontation, and perhaps a bit of a pushover. And it's their striking differences in tandem with their layered nuances that make their dynamic love story so compelling. Oh my god, I have no idea where to go from here. Opposites attract, am I right? You know how watching slice of life romance animes is cringe because, like, get a fucking life, you loser? Well, Dandadan is an outlier to this rule because it also has supernatural elements. Except that's not necessarily a positive in this case. Dandadan suffers from an extreme case of the negative contrast effect. Okarun and Momo have to deal with a lot of supernatural assholes, like this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Notice how I'm not naming them. That's because I really can't. In a vacuum, Dandadan has amazing fights. They're intertwined well with the main event, which is, you know, they're animated beautifully, they're hype, and that's about all fight scenes need to accomplish. So why am I even complaining about this? Well, let me explain this in the least worst way I can think of. The fight scenes are like jorking your peanuts, but Okarun and Momo's story and the general life stuff is like having real life sex, probably. Basically, Dandadan is suffering from success. Everything about the slice of life stuff is so well done that it's inherently impossible to make the fight scenes nearly as gripping. Whoa, dude, now this is a pretty cool fight. Now back to the real meat of this show. I've never fangirled so hard for any fictional couple in my life. And truthfully, I'm not even sure why. Maybe it's because Okarun and Momo's dynamic is like the perfect blend of cute, flirty moments, genuine, heartfelt moments, very sad jealousy moments, and angry physical assault done by the girl, but it's okay because she's a girl. Oh, and their super power dynamic is cool too. And I would be remiss not to bring up the voice acting again, particularly Ayase's, as it really bolsters the positive qualities of this show. Everyone on the cast does an amazing job, but Wacky Yama Mamma Mia is just so good at speaking into a mic. Oh my god. I'm already a sub-exclusive type of guy, so I'm biased in saying this, but there is just no way the dubbed version of this show could ever compare to the Japanese version. And I watched like 3 minutes of dubbed Dandadan, so I think I know what I'm talking about. It always makes me happy to hear genuinely talented voice actors say literally anything. It's kind of like what I imagine mommy ASMR listeners feel when they listen to their mommy ASMR. This is also one of the few shows that might not have you pulling up when it makes a joke. I'm pretty sure I giggled at like a joke in this show, and I'm 100% sure I smiled at a lot. But you know what's not funny? The amount of borderline upskirting this show does. Come on, guys, can we not? I'm trying to watch anime without feeling like this. Anyways, back to the romance, for real this time. Dandadan checks every box needed for an intriguing romance, and then some. Momo and Okarun's relationship is literally built off of their differences, and that's just so romantic. Come on. They grow as people in order to grow closer to each other. They want to protect each other. They support each other. They have their own and intrapersonal conflicts, comedic and not. They are human beings. This is the cutest show ever, with the best will they won't they ever. This is a show that made me angry when it finished because there was no more. This is a show that had me buying the manga literally the day after I finished season 2. I just so happened to watch Dun because I was bored, and I remembered my genuine dumbass of a friend watched it like a year ago, and I am so happy I did. This anime is the best anime. If you're tired of stupidly written, profound, intellectually stimulating, goonerific anime, then watch Dun. Just ignore the first few episodes, Goonerbait. I love Dun, but if it takes 50 years to end or ends badly, I will have to kill someone in their entire family. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, cutie pie.